Hey guys, Ken here from the Retro Toys Escapades channel in Malaysia. So the big news today is that the Motu Origins Extendar action figure that went up for exclusive pre-order on Mattel Creations a few hours ago at 12 midnight Malaysian time to be exact has now completely sold out. Okay, that's right, he's been pulled out of existence. The window has closed and there's no extensions to be had. Now, this is the latest in a long line of sellout successes for the Motu Origins brand. Congrats to everyone who picked him up. Congrats to Mattel Creations for two back-to-back sellout victories in a row, with the other one being the Hot Wheels Transformers exclusive transforming Optimus Prime figure, which sold out in less than 20 minutes just a day prior, and which I also covered here on the channel. Of course, Extendar is an old-school hero figure from back in the day. He's a legitimate character that was created for the vintage toy line back in the 80s. He's not some newly crafted design or artist passion project that Mattel is trying to push on Motu fans. No, he's part of the original line of toys and a big part of the reason why the Motu Origins line was created in the first place, to give fans modern-day updates on the toys they grew up with while retaining the same retro sensibility. Now, I can't help but notice though that this time around, it took a whole lot longer for the sellout status to take place. I mean, this guy was just stretched out all over the site, okay, for a good number of hours. And to be honest, I have to admit, all right, I'm not really used to something like this when it comes to Motu Origins, because when it comes to this particular brand and this brand alone, the hype has always been on how fast it can sell out. And unfortunately, that became a habit because of the fact that the earlier releases from back in the day, Kolda, Wanda, stuff like that, just sold out in like 2-3 minutes flat. Okay, people just never even got a chance to even type in their credit card numbers, all right? Okay, and the stuff was already sold out. So, it's a bit surprising to see something like this still hanging around the website for so many hours. And I have to tell you, okay, there's been a few definitely over the last couple of months. I think like Cyclone, even before that, Rock On, they were there for about half an hour, some of them 45 minutes and stuff like that. But this one, okay, so it went up like about 12 midnight. I think, I got some updates, 2:30, Malaysian time, like about 2.5 hours after that, 2:30 in the morning, it was still there, available for sale. Okay, you could still come in there and pre-order the thing. Now, I am glad if the fact that this thing was around on the website a lot longer than expected meant that a lot more people could actually purchase it if they wanted to. However, in the case of Motu Origins and a character like Extendar, it's really pretty niche, okay, to begin with. It's very fan-driven. This is not a character that, a casual person would just suddenly feel like owning. You have to be a fan of the property and at least a completist, okay, for Motu to really want this guy in your collection, I feel, all right? So it's not something that people are just going to wake up in the morning one day thinking that they absolutely need this thing in their collection. And that's why I felt that the slower sales status for Extendar was indicative of some kind of reluctance from the community. Like the fans didn't really feel like they needed this guy. There was no sense of urgency. Let's put it like that, okay? To just like reach out there and just grab him up as fast as possible. I think that people were taking their time. And from some of the comments that I was seeing online and also on my Instagram page, I felt that there was a sense of reluctancy on the fans, okay, to actually invest in this figure. There wasn't like a sense of excitement to actually procure him. I'm not really sure what it is. Maybe it's just, Extendar as a character. And maybe people are just not happy with the fact that he could not actually perform the action features that he had with the vintage figure. Okay, the vintage figure, to me, is a whole lot of fun. It does exactly what it's advertised to do. You can just take the figure as it is and then just extend him out, all right, into a taller giant of a warrior. Like I said, a whole lot of fun. And maybe people just didn't like the fact that they couldn't have the chance to do that, okay, to have the action features locked in as it is, instead of now having to use extensions and stuff like that to achieve the taller look. So probably that's one of the reasons maybe why there seemed to be less of that feeling of excitement. Okay, I don't know, all right? Or maybe, okay, a big part of it is due to the fact that this figure was leaked out way in advance. Okay, you guys know this, okay? This thing was leaked out to the market all the way back in March, all right? So much of it was just like poured out into the market, into the hands of, early buyers, reviewers, stuff like that. Okay, this thing's just been stretched out all over the place. Okay, people have already seen it. They know what it is. They know what it can do. They know everything about it. Okay, maybe the sense of wanting to own it for themselves had dissipated. Okay, think about it, guys, all right? I mean, maybe that's one of the reasons as well. That early leak, by the way, has never been officially addressed or talked about, or even just discussed. Okay, nobody even knows how that happened. Has it come to the point that people are just used to things like this happening? But I do think that the fact that so much of the figure has already been revealed in advance, right, thanks to the early leak, did sort of ruin the experience for a lot of people out there. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think about all this. At the end of the day, a sellout is still a sellout. Okay, so this is a victory for Motu fans everywhere. If you did manage to pick him up, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of the figure. By the way, this thing is already shipping. Okay, there was a notification sent out a couple of hours after the pre-order was closed that this thing is already being shipped. Okay, so I'm sure that most of you guys already got your confirmations as well. This thing will be on our hands soon. When I finally get it, I will do a review here on the channel. Even though this thing has already been reviewed, stretched out, okay, pulled out everywhere in every which direction. Okay, I'm still going to do my review of it, okay, at some point. So guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch all of you again real soon with more content right here. Take care out there.